You have power to get your ex back if that's how you want your story to go. I'm Coach Benny. I help people get their exes back. This is all I do. This is all I've done for the last few years. And you are the author of your own story. Your life is unfolding second by second, and you get to write how it goes. Now, I'm not saying this to the extent that you sit around in your room, cross your legs, close your eyes, just like manifest your ex coming back, like do no work whatsoever, just think about it, right? It is true that the brain can't decipher between visualization and actual experience, so it does help you to sit around and do that kind of thing, okay? I'm not diminishing it, but it takes more than that, okay? But what I'm getting at here is so many people think that their ex is done for good, or they're too stubborn, they'll never come back. They think that their ex has to come back to them because they dumped. And everything they've tried to get their ex back hasn't worked. So they just, kind of resolve that it's just something that can't be done and that they just have to hang their head and go cry. That is not the case at all. I'm not the only get your ex back coach out there. There's plenty of other people that teach this shit. And years ago, about 8 years ago, I got my own ex back by studying other people's content and, having done this about a decade ago. This is something you can do. I don't care if your ex is so stubborn, right? You're at the bottom of the power dynamic. They're probably avoidant. You feel the anxious range of the dynamic most likely, or at least you did at some point, or especially towards the end of the breakup. And you don't know what it feels like to get the power in the relationship, or you don't know how to get the power back. So you just sort of think that, oh, your ex is stubborn. They never go back to any of their exes. I'm going to buy into their willpower more than their, my own, because I'm just a weak, helpless little boy, And it's really not like that, okay? You can author your own story. Reality unfolds minute by minute. Doesn't matter what happened in the past. It's like a new page of the book every little second. So how do you do this? How do you use your power to make your life story go the way you want to? Well, first of all, you need to understand that it's possible. I don't care how stubborn your ex is. I don't care how much they never go back to their exes, how much they said they were done, whatever bad stuff that you've done. That's all in the past. You have to understand the healing effect that time has on your situation. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, okay? Mystery, which occurs in time and space apart, creates attraction. You can even think back to maybe a friend you had in the third grade. Your friend in the third grade, maybe you don't have romantic feelings for them, but you might be pretty fucking excited to catch up with them because you haven't seen them in forever. Even just that novelty factor alone is enough to get you in the door. And then from there, you have to execute on the principles of attraction. The principles of attraction have been observed in the world of pickup artistry, dating coaching, attraction advice, all this stuff. These principles have been observed and recorded in forums over the last few decades. Okay? The wheel's already been invented. You can use this shit on your ex. And this shit is like physics in the sense that it just works across all age groups, across all cultures, etc. For example, I just told you one of the principles of attraction just now, that mystery creates attraction. In other words, if I play around with the validation that you want from me as a new person that's talking to me, for example, if I withhold the fact that I'm super into you, and I still joke around and make you laugh and have fun, but I never kind of speak up as to where you stand with me, it's going to create intrigue. You're going to want to, discover that. And the same thing is with your ex. Even if they knew you so well from a 20-year relationship or whatever, you can do this all over again after a certain amount of time has passed. Time passing because it's plausible that you've changed during that time or met somebody else, etc., etc. Nothing is ever for good. And like I've said in many of my other videos, if you want to test out this theory, just call any of your other exes up right now, any of them that are single, and there's a pretty good shot that you would discover that wasn't final either if you didn't want it to be. You get to author your own story. Maybe you don't want your story to be authored in the way that you get your other ex back. I get it. But the point is still the same. If you take a second to sit with it, you'll see that you can kind of make this thing go the way that you want to. Right now, you could do whatever you want. You could become a bodybuilder. Just drop everything you're doing with your hobbies and just go ape shit in the gym, become a bodybuilder. Right now, you could do what I do. Go study all this bullshit. Get your ex back coach. You could do that too. You could pretty much do whatever you want to do. And if you want to get your ex back, you can do that too. It's a multi-month journey. It takes a lot of emotional discipline. It'll be one of the hardest things that you've ever done, but it doesn't change the fact that you can still do it. So long story short, if you want my help with this process, this is something I've helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people do. And all the receipts are on my Instagram, by the way. You can just go see this for yourself. Click into my profile, click the link in my profile, set up a call, and I'll talk to you soon.